Hello and welcome into a Monday edition of Gold and Blue Now. I'm Chip Fontanazza. Well, the losing streak is finally over for the West Virginia Mountaineers. After losing 3 games in a row, the Mountaineers get back on the winning track, defeating Providence over the weekend. With a recap of the game, here's Metro News' Tony Caridi.
Senior Truck Bryant's three-pointer with 3 seconds remaining in overtime gives West Virginia a hard-fought 87-84 victory over the Friars of Providence College. It was a difficult afternoon for the Mountaineers, who fell behind by as many as 15 points in the opening half. They were down by 6 at halftime, trailed by as many as 10 in the second half. But the Mountaineers never would quit. Bryant tied the game up at 76 at the end of regulation, then hit the icing three-pointer to give him 32 points on the afternoon and snap West Virginia's longest losing streak in Bob Huggins' tenure at WVU at 3 games. With the victory, West Virginia goes to 16-8. They advance their record to 6-5 in Big East Conference play and now head home for 2 games, starting with Notre Dame on Wednesday, and then they'll host Louisville on Saturday. Truck Bryant with his 32 was one of 2 other Mountaineers who finished in double figures. Dennis Kalichla with a big afternoon with 22 points. Kevin Jones had 20. West Virginia wins it 87-84. That's the final score. Reporting for WVMetroNews.com from Providence, I'm Tony Caridi.
Switching over to football now, focusing in on the 2012 recruiting class, there is one player who is probably the most underrated out of any of the players that West Virginia signed, and that is wide receiver Jordan Thompson from Katy High School in Houston, Texas. Now, Thompson is a bit undersized at 5'8". He will play the slot receiver position for West Virginia, and he has already enrolled here at WVU and will participate in spring practices. Now, you may remember last year, there was another player from Texas by the name of Dustin Garrion who was a bit underrated as well, but ended up being the top freshman in last year's recruiting class. Wide receivers coach Shannon Dawson says Thompson has a chance to make an impact for the Mountaineers.
His junior year was average, probably a little better than average. In his senior year, heck, he was the leading receiver in Houston, or second leading receiver in Houston. And he's a guy that a lot of people put a question mark on because of his size. He is a small guy. Same thing with Dustin Garrion. Everybody was like, oh, he's too small, this and that. Well, Dustin started 10 games for us this year, or 9 games for us, whatever it was. And so, who's to say how they're going to progress and what they're going to do?
And you can read more about new Mountaineer receiver Jordan Thompson at our website, WVMetroNews.com. Well, that'll do it for this edition of Gold and Blue Now. I'm Chip Fontanazza.